with the new developments announced by the district attorney's office today. Prosecutors said there was not enough evidence for criminal filings.
Armstrong says the evidences he's seen, Matt Araiza is innocent.
Well, I've been getting a lot of tags on Instagram, on TikTok, on Twitter, on this. People have been going back to my old video on the Matt Araiza situation and pretty much calling me out after the latest update came out. So, of course, I don't run away from these types of things. Whether I get to take right or wrong, if there's an update to bring to you guys, I will bring it to you guys. Before we get to the content, this is a very disturbing topic. Might get demonetized. A like from you would go a long way in pushing this out in the algorithm. It helped the last video out for sure. And of course, we're going to be doing giveaways for the holidays on my Twitter and Instagram, and only those two platforms, because there's some scammer on my YouTube comments impersonating me, and YouTube still doesn't know how to fix that. Now that we got all that out of the way, break! Mic check 1 2 1 2. What's going on, everybody? I watched my original Matt Araiza video today and I was shaken. Not at how the video was made, but at how I looked in that video. And I don't want to dive into that like too deeply today. I just have tremendous gratitude for all the support you guys have been giving me throughout a very difficult moment in my life. I know I wasn't necessarily very public with it, but just know that you have my gratitude and you guys really got me through a very difficult situation. This job got me through a very difficult point in my life. And for that, always be thankful. Thankfully, things are trending upward for us now, guys. So in the event that you didn't watch that video, which I highly recommend because it'll be able to give you a bit more of a deep dive into what happened than we will on this video, Matt Araiza was a punter for the Buffalo Bills at a specific point. And the reason I'm saying it in that way is he didn't necessarily make it past preseason. Now, you might be thinking, Mike, why is this a big deal? Why are you making a video about a punter? Here's the thing. Matt Araiza is not just a punter. He is the punter. He is one of the best punting talents we've ever seen to come out of college. I mean, imagine the Patrick Mahomes or Trevor Lawrence of punters pretty much have Matt Araiza. He's pretty much this punter that has several different types of punts that he specializes on, very similar to Michael Dixon of the Seattle Seahawks. And as you know, in the NFL, if you have a good punter on your team, even though the Buffalo Bills aren't really a team that's expected to punt very much, you could really screw over the other team in terms of field position. If you could pin them down in the 5-yard line or the 10-yard line consistently, and they're getting consistent 3 and outs, and they're punting it back to you, and you start at the 30-yard line or the 40-yard line, you don't necessarily need to be a football genius or watch Brett Coleman videos to know that will give your team a significant advantage. So this was enough for the Buffalo Bills to cut their existing punter because they had so much faith in Matt Araiza. Now, in August of 2022, a very scary report came out about Matt Araiza. He was accused in a lawsuit, according to The Athletic, according to the LA Times, and we of course did our own digging here. What made this a little dark is the fact that the Buffalo Bills were made aware of the Matt Araiza accusations the month prior. And to give the Bills credit, they did not know when they drafted him, but they did know what was going on with them when they decided to cut their existing punter, Matt Haack. Now, obviously, what the Bills were probably thinking here is,
it's just a punter. Maybe this will be swept under the rug. Maybe it's not a big deal. We're gonna roll the dice on this guy.
Ultimately, it didn't work. The crime that he was accused of was 17-year-old high school student last year, and a civil suit was filed in California, which alleges that Araiza, Xavier Leonard, and Pau Iwaliko are accused of false imprisonment and gender violence crimes stemming from a Halloween party at Araiza's residence on October 17, 2021. Another crime that he should have been accused of is having a Halloween party 2 freaking weeks early. According to the suit filed by attorney Dan Gillian, the plaintiff, referred to as Jane Doe, was inebriated when she arrived and was given more alcohol by Araiza, who was 21 at the time, before he ordered her to perform on him in a side yard. The lawsuit alleges that Araiza had sex her outside before taking her into a bedroom where Leonard and Iwaliko were waiting. They all took turns assaulting her for about 90 minutes as she went in and out of consciousness, the lawsuit alleges. The article concludes by saying a source told The Athletic that the Bills were not aware of the allegations before they drafted Araiza, but were informed of a possible civil lawsuit the month before preseason. In a statement Thursday night, the Bills said, "We were recently made aware of a civil complaint involving Matt in October of 2021. Due to the serious nature of the complaint, we conducted a thorough examination of this matter. As this is an ongoing civil case, we will have no other comment at this point." Now, I want to make sure you guys know that the Buffalo Bills were very aware of this situation. I mean, there are several sources that include this, from Araiza tweeting it back in late August to Rap Sheet tweeting it the day after, saying that the Bills have known about this for a few weeks and are looking into the entire situation. Ultimately, this would result in Matt Araiza's release. Adam Schefter would tweet on August 27, 2022 that they informed rookie punter Matt Araiza that he is being released effective immediately. He has been accused with 2 others of gang a 17-year-old girl last year in a civil lawsuit filed on Thursday. Now, when I made this video, the top comment I would typically get is,
wow, what a coincidence that this is coming out the moment Matt Araiza was able to get some clout or was able to make it to the NFL.
So this is where it gets a little dark. The woman actually reported this immediately after it happening. This is coming from the Title IX investigation from SDSU. The party was on October 17, 2021. On October 18, 2021, SDPD received a report of an off-campus assault. SDSU was first notified of the incident and SDPD's investigation on October 19, 2021. On October 19th, they concluded that no victims or witnesses have reported the incident to SDSU. And then a week later, there were a series of anonymous submissions from individuals with third-hand information about the alleged off-campus assault. The university had agreed to comply with San Diego PD's investigation and shared the info with San Diego PD. Now, as of June 6, 2022, no victims or witnesses reported the incident to the Title IX office or the police department. They did not confirm the name of the victim or any alleged to have been involved. Now, what's a little sketchy about this is from October 2021 to present, they claim that they continue to cooperate with SDPD, but for the most part, it didn't seem like they really did a deep dive into this while Araiza was still at San Diego State University, primarily because they probably wanted him to play football, which is kind of dark if you think about it, the fact that like the college would try to even cover something like this up, but it is something that happens consistently in college sports, unfortunately. I just wanted to clear that up. This isn't a situation where a woman comes out the moment Matt Araiza has this great opportunity to be a Buffalo Bills punter and try to cancel him. Now, you're pretty much in one of two parties. You either think that Matt Araiza is being set up here, or you think that what he did is horrible and there should be no place for him in our society. Regardless, we have an update on the situation. According to Elena Getzenberg, the San Diego County District Attorney's Office has completed its review of an alleged assault from October 2021 and decided no criminal charges will be filed against former Bills punter Matt Araiza and the other San Diego State University players involved. Ultimately, prosecutors determined it is clear that the evidence does not support the filing of criminal charges and there is no path to a potential criminal conviction. Prosecutors can only file charges when they ethically believe they can be proven beyond a reasonable doubt. This is a good and bad part of the legal system in America, because pretty much Matt Araiza can't see jail unless if there's like video footage of him doing this disgusting act or a plethora of witnesses that are literally saying,
yo, I was there, I saw him do it,
for it to be proven without a doubt that he did something foul. And since you can't do that, there's no criminal charges being pursued here. And the best example of another situation that's similar to this is the Deshaun Watson situation. Deshaun Watson was accused by 23 plus women sexual assault, but ultimately no criminal charges were filed against him, but there were a bunch of civil lawsuits that were filed against him, and that's pretty much what's going to happen here. The civil case remains ongoing according to the plaintiff's attorney Dan Gillian. Now, a statement from the plaintiff's attorney is, I am never surprised when a prosecutor does not file assault charges when the victim was intoxicated. It's a very rare case where the criminal justice system achieves anything satisfactory for the victim in the criminal system. The victim is just another witness. She is not represented by anyone. Prosecutors cannot file charges unless they think they can get a unanimous decision from all jurors, who cannot vote to convict unless they're convinced beyond any reasonable doubt. The lawsuit we filed is not in the criminal justice system. It's a different ballgame here. The victim is represented and the focus is on the harm defendants caused her. It is only in the civil system that a victim of sexual assault can achieve justice, and we plan to do just that. And to be honest, this is consistent. I mean, this is what happened to Deshaun Watson, whether you want to believe he did something or not. This is typically how these types of cases are handled. This could be something that makes you really happy, or it could be something that bums you out. But either way, there will be a form of justice that this woman will get, just probably not seeing Matt Araiza behind bars. So how does Matt Araiza feel about this? Well, a statement from him is, I am grateful that the district attorney and the San Diego Police Department have discovered all the facts and found no criminal wrongdoing. I'm excited to continue my NFL career. So what do I think of this? Well, it's unfortunate. If what is alleged is true, it's unfortunate that he won't see justice. But if what is alleged isn't true, obviously this is great. I mean, if he did nothing wrong, then it's great to see him being able to potentially resume his career. If he did something wrong, then it's unfortunate that he won't get more severe punishment other than a slap on the wrist. Ultimately, man, the facts that we have in front of us haven't changed. The Title IX investigation makes it seem very, very obvious that he did something wrong here, but it's not enough to convict him as a criminal, so hopefully this woman will see justice in a civil court. At the end of the day, I think Matt Araiza is going to have the opportunity to continue his career. It would be hysterical if the Cleveland Browns ended up signing him, but I'm assuming maybe the Buffalo Bills potentially look into re-signing him now that he got all this cleaned up, because originally the Bills said that they released him because they didn't want the distraction and they wanted Matt to have the opportunity to go figure this out for himself. So let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about all this, man. Obviously, it's a very polarizing topic and a very divisive issue. I did my absolute best to cover each and every single part of it, but I want to know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Aside from that, I'm your boy Mike, and I'm dropping our mic until our next upload.